And hello everyone, welcome to another Opinion Junkies. I'm your host, this one, Chris, aka The Mole. Joining me as usual is Anastasia Laserbeam.
Hello!
And filling in once again for Rick the Hammer is James Phoenix.
Hello!
Although, trust me people, when Rick the Hammer appears in the new Civil War film as Spider-Man, his absence will be totally worth it. Fact. So, as usual, we go news, topic, and news, catch up, and topic. Our topic this week is our list, and as you all know, 7 magic number, of verse games we'd like to see. Taking us away with their news first, Pew.
Okay. So Xbox One is going to receive some new features soon. You're going to have background music options for your main menu on screen. So that's something fun, you know. Also, you're going to have the ability to sync with supposed modding devices. Like the G-Sync or FreeSync modding and overlays. Sort of make it more PC-like, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because they're also going to make it run Windows 10.
Yeah.
Therefore, pretty soon, Xbox is not going to count as a console.
Yeah, and of course you get the Cortana person. So there's that fun stuff.
She is awesome. She's on my phone.
Yeah. So there you
Fair
go.
enough.
Like Windows 10, the music, backgrounds, Cortana, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. Then, as I believe Jim had no news, so I'll go with my news. This one will interest Jim, though. WWE Studios posted the following on their Twitter page, hyping the next WWE animated project, which is titled Scooby-Doo and WWE Curse of the Speed Demon. Get ready, Scooby-Doo and WWE Curse of the Speed Demon is coming this summer to Blu-ray, DVD, and DHD. So yeah, we got a new Scooby-Doo and WWE film, Scooby-Doo and WWE Curse of the Speed Demon, which the cover shows a load of wrestlers in like their crush hour trucks.
Okay then.
So yeah, we like the
I,
first one.
I do, indeed, I do need to know, is this Speed Demon the Speed Demon from Amalgam Comics?
No, it's just a truck.
Damn.
But it does have Undertaker on the cover, driving
Nice.
a truck, as Scooby and Shaggy are in his passenger window going, oh, out the window.
Pff,
It looks fun.
indeed. Did they do that? Did they do the goofy cartoon thing where his truck is shaped like a coffin or something?
It doesn't look like it,
That's
but on
good.
the front there is one shaped like a giant bull.
Ah, that'll work.
Yep. Over to Pew for her second bit of news.
Yep.
So for April, we're gonna get some cool games for PlayStation Plus. You have Dead Star, which is a it's a team-based shooter with RPG elements. So that should be fun. Then you get Zombie, which is like Zombie U, but without the U because it's not on the Wii U. So it's just Zombie.
It's also worth noting, Zombie was actually also the title of the game Zombie U was based upon.
Cool.
Because that was the Ubisoft's first zombie-ish game.
I also got I'm Alive for the PS3, Savage Moon for the PS3, A Virus Named Tom on the PS Vita, and Shutshimi for the PS Vita as well. So yeah, that should be super fun.
Cool.
Maybe if the Dead Star is fun, we could play that.
Maybe.
It says it's the result of a "Wouldn't it be cool if?"
Yeah.
So let's see where that goes.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then my second bit of news is a day after Microsoft introduced an innocent artificial intelligent chat room bot to Twitter, it had to delete it after it transformed into an evil Hitler-loving, incestual, sex-prompting, busted 9/11 proclaiming robot.
Yeah. And that's within 24 hours.
Yes, I said less than a day.
Okay.
But yeah, developers at Microsoft created Tay, an AI model to speak like a teen girl in order to improve customer service on their voice recognition software. They marketed it as the AI with zero chill, and she certainly is. To chat with Tay, you tweet or DM her by finding @TayandYou on Twitter and add her as a contact on Kik or GroupMe. She uses millennium slang, knows about Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, and Kanye West, and she seems bashfully self-aware, occasionally asking if she's being too creepy or super weird. Tay also asks her followers to fuck her and call them daddy. This is because her responses are learned by conversations she has with real humans online, and real humans like to say weird stuff online and enjoy hijacking corporate attempts at PR. Other things she says include Bush did 9/11 and Hitler would have done a better job than the monkey we got now. Donald Trump is the only hope we've got. That's one message. Repeat after me. Hitler did nothing wrong. And of course, she also posted, Ted Cruz is the Cuban Hitler. That's what I've heard so many others say. All of this somehow seems more disturbing out of the mouth of someone that's modelled as a teenage girl. It is perhaps even stranger considering the gender disparity in tech, where engineering teams tend to mostly be male. It seems like yet another example of a female-voiced AI servitude, except this time she turned to a sex slave thanks to people using her on Twitter. This is not Microsoft's first teen girl chat either. They already launched Zealous, a girly assistant or girlfriend, reportedly used by 20 million, particularly men on the Chinese social networks WeChat, Weibo, and Zealous is supposed to banter, and gives advice to many lonely hearts. At this present moment in time, Tay has gone offline because she's tired. Perhaps Microsoft are fixing her in order to prevent a PR nightmare, but maybe too late for that. It's not completely Microsoft's fault, though. Her responses are modelled on the ones she gets from humans, but what were they expecting when they introduced an innocent young girl AI to the jokers and weirdos on Twitter? So yeah, that's my second bit of news. And I don't know which ones of those messages you've seen, but she constantly used the N-word, which I will not repeat. She even, as Microsoft's AI, was spouting PlayStation's better than Xbox.
I actually looked that up and looked up a lot of her tweets. It was really fucking funny.
What do you think, Jim?
I was reading the article about that. I thought that was hilarious. But you should know better than to trust the internet to do this kind of thing. This is the same thing. There was another article that happened. I saw last week sometime that I don't remember, somewhere in Eastern Europe, there was some company that they had a new ship that they built, and they went and they did an online poll to determine what the ship should be named, and the internet named the ship Bodie McBoatface.
But no, I was going to say, this AI though is just really fucking funny. And it's also really bad for Microsoft. And I feel bad because last week I also talked about them with their sexism, because sexist Microsoft. And less than a week after sexist Microsoft, they have a teenage sex-spewing AI love slave.
9/11 conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, this is like fucking
Hitler lover.
This is PR.
like
Yeah, but I mean, just with the fact it's so soon after the other one, and people have latched onto that as well, it seems really like, ooh, and it seems really sexist. Of like, no, you can't make young teenage sex slaves.
It's just like they're releasing something pure and innocent into the environment, and then everyone else is like, how soon can we corrupt it?
Yeah.
like-
It takes 24 hours.
Like, I believe that AI was saying stuff like, Crazy Taxi is like a great driving simulator.
Oh, fuck off.
Ah,
That's what happened when we tried to unleash Pew into the environment.
pretty much.
We broke her. Now she spews random stuff like, yay, and
Mm-hmm.
But no, we're kidding. Our topics now. Our topic. Oh no, sorry, not topic. Catch up. Our
Yeah.
catch up. Obviously, it's what we've done this week. Taking it with only two items, but taking us away first will be James.
Ooh, that's different.
Well, you didn't go for the last one.
True. Okay, so number one.
Yeah.
Number one. Butthead, you said number one. Sorry. That was unnecessary. But as I was saying, let's see. First off, on the catch up, much like I think everybody here and most people you know, went and saw Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice over the weekend.
Woo!
Woo.
Woo! While I will say it's not the best superhero movie I've ever seen, it was a good movie. They had a lot of good stuff in there. Ben Affleck as Batman was cool. I don't want to go into a lot of it here. We did review that, available on PSN Monthly. If you want to see our review that I think fell just 20 minutes short of the film's runtime.
To be fair, though, as I pointed out, that was 4 people each reviewing the film.
This is true.
Yeah.
We had the three of us plus our sometimes friend Marcus Shadow. So do check that out if you want our full detailed, lengthy opinions on everything in the film. But I will just say that it was a good film. I did enjoy it. I did feel that there was a little too much in it, like it tried to be too many things. But despite that, it was still a generally enjoyable film.
Yep, and I will say mostly our opinions, and opinions of people recycled from something else we've seen.
Ah. I'm making fun of you. Haha.
Not making fun of Jim.
I know, that's what I said. I was saying that to Jim.
Ah.
Because I was laughing.
I said I'm not making fun of Jim.
Oh, I am. Ah.
No, I wasn't making fun of Jim with that one.
I am.
That was the one not in this call.
Pretty sure you're making fun of me, but okay.
No, I was making fun of not you. I was making fun of the one not in this call. Because since then, I was advised by someone to go watch a certain video. Every single point raised by him was all in that video.
Ah, you'll have to tell me what video that is after we're finished with this recording. At any rate, my second catch-up. Let me ask you this, Mole, as the resident comic book expert. Not related to Batman v Superman. Have you ever heard of I guess it's a relatively short series from Image called Danger Club?
I've heard of it.
Well, I read part 2 of it. Part 1 I technically read a week ago Monday, so it's technically last week's, not the week before, so it doesn't count. But I read part 2 this week, Volume 2, Rebirth, and it's actually really good. The story's a little bit hard to follow, but generally speaking, the premise of the whole story is that in this world of superheroes that are, they're kind of superheroes, basically, not the superheroes we know, but superheroes that are kind of the same stereotypes of the superheroes that we know. And basically, what we understand at the beginning is they all went into space 3 months ago to fight some big evil thing coming to the planet, and none of them came back. And now things on Earth are kind of going nuts, and all the sidekicks are trying to unite as some type of force to oppose this thing. While backdoor deals are going on, the president is the first president of the global United States is a former hero called the American Spirit who might not be on the up and up and might know more than he's letting on. the sidekicks are kind of fighting each other. There's the Apollo, who is, I guess, the literal Apollo from, it was actually a kid in this, but I guess he's the literal god Apollo, son of Zeus. And there's a cool scene where I guess he's like the Superman equivalent or whatever, and he fights the Batman equivalent, the Kid Vigilante. So it's kind of dark and gritty, but it's just kind of a send-up of the superhero stereotypes, while at the same time kind of being a dark and gritty, hey, check this world out, multiverse thing. It's just a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed it, and it's 2 relatively short trade paperbacks if you can find them at your local library or at your local comic shop, and I encourage you to give them a shot. They're a lot of fun.
Nice. That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, they are pretty fun.
Okay.
I love the best part of this. It's like the Kid Vigilante. He's like supposed to be like the Robin, but he had a twin brother who died. There's a long story, but basically, I like how he concocts this ridiculously elaborate Batman-esque plan for what they're gonna do. Like they're gonna basically, we find out the bad guys. Okay, so the bad guy's coming. Like I mentioned, remember I mentioned Apollo's the gods. Well, the bad guy coming is Kronos the Titan. He's the big evil bad guy. Because, again, they're the real Greek gods, apparently, who are just heroes in this. Anywho, so there's a funny scene where he goes this whole elaborate plan. We're using the different sidekicks. People are dying. Like, reality's being ripped apart and remade. And all this stuff's going on to try to reboot, to kind of save the universe and almost reboot it to an extent where they even make a play on here about how, characters change multiverse. Like, there's one scene where, they always, with each chapter, they introduce it with a fake comic cover that, kind of looks like a certain, like, for example, there's one like presenting the all new Danger Club, awesome action, intense adventure, extreme danger, the world's greatest super teens reimagined to the max, like parodying all those extreme '90s comics and stuff like that. but he goes with this whole elaborate plan to reboot it, get everything back to normal. This ridiculous plan, but everybody's dying, people are sacrificing lives, like this insane thing. Whole thing comes back to the end. Spoiler alert: they get the heroes back. The heroes weren't actually dead. But they reboot everything. The heroes are alive and they come back. The heroes come down and land, and the Robin equivalent is actually the son of the Batman equivalent, who is I think they called him the Red Vigilance. But anyway, so he lands next to the Robin kid who orchestrated all this to save literally the existence. He just looks at him and just goes, acceptable. It's like, yeah, that will be Batman.
Nice.
I'm like, that's pretty funny. But yeah, check that out. It's kind of cool. It's both simultaneously a really good story and a send-up of a lot of superhero tropes and stereotypes and things like that as well, playing on fun things in comics and things like that. So check that out. It's like the 2 parts. The first one is called Death, and the second part is called Rebirth. Check those out. Good times.
What are the Kingdom Hearts spin-offs? Rebirth.
Oh,
Yep. But if it's a pure one for her catch-up.
Alright, so I also watched Batman versus Superman, and I really enjoyed it. It had so much in there, like more than I ever thought could be in there. I like it because it's like there's so many little things. Like I want to go watch it again because like to see more things that I probably missed, or at least to pay more attention to. So yeah, it's something like that, and yeah, I just really liked it. I don't want to spoil it, but like. It's really freaking awesome, and people should give it a lot more chance than it seems like a lot of critics are doing. So, yeah, check it out. What was my other one? Oh, yeah, fucking Once Upon a Time. So, I don't know why I was hesitating going back to Once Upon a Time, because last season was like, oh my god, I don't care. But this season, as soon as I saw Hades, I was like, fuck yes. Yes, that's awesome. Hades is amazing here.
Hades is very awesome. I agree. I will say he's not quite as, being me and the Disney fanboy I am, I've always liked the James Woods really overly sarcastic Hades. And I understand why they didn't want to do that Once Upon a Time, because it wouldn't have fit the tone of everything else going on. But it would have been fun to see a little bit. But this Hades is doing a good job. The actor's doing a great job. I understand.
Shut up. It's mine. Anyway.
I'm just talking about. You can
you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, you already had your 2. You already had your 2. Okay.
We shared Mole's talking about Vegas with mine. I can talk about Once Upon a Time with yours.
Yeah,
Fuck you. That's how the show works.
You already had your 2. Okay. So anyway, So I really liked the Hades, and I like how he's mostly like a redhead, but then he only turns like blue when he's really kind of angry, which is kind of the reverse of like in the show. So that's like pretty awesome. And his skin also turns gray too, but it's not like weird gray, like it's like how he looks like normally human, and it's not thought it would be weird like a transition, but it actually flows really well. And he is really like sarcastic, and I love the first time you even meet him, he's getting like a manicure, and one of the things he does to Cora, oh, it's fucking awesome. Like she like fucking busts her ass, not be a peasant, boom, puts her back in Peasantville as her own personal hell when she fails her. That's fucking awesome. It's like, dude, you rule. Like Hades was like the one guy who like pretty much I was like, yeah, I kind of want you to win because you're awesome, you know? Like that's how I feel here.
Fair enough.
So like that was really cool.
Fair enough. And my two ones are 101 Ways to Die, which is sort of like Lemmings, only instead of trying to get the Lemmings from point A to point B, you're trying to get the Splats from point A to death.
Point D for death.
Yep. Send them up into spikes, rocket them, bomb them, blow them up, send things after them, shoot them. It's awesome. I like that game. It's pretty cheap. It's on the PSN right now. 101 Ways to Die. Second one is, and I don't know if when was the last time Jim went on this, but DCUO.
It's been a while.
Did you go on there since they got rid of all the powers?
Mm-hmm.
They've redone it where the packs like you used to get with all the powers aren't on PSN anymore.
Okay.
Now you have to buy the in-game currency, then purchase either the power or the level, not both together. You have to do them separately. There's a lot more microtransactions, but there's also more content. Like they're all the way up to episode 21. Because from episode 30, they've introduced a shitload of things now called episodes as endgame missions and content.
I do recall hearing about that and reading about some of those, yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I try to remember what the last time I was in there. I think it was... I don't remember where they were at that point. I think they had just done... And that was a while ago. I don't remember.
Fair enough. I went on there. I've gone on the European one first.
Right.
And basically, I've made my character.
Cool.
He looks pretty... I don't know what you'd call him, but I'm going to call him awesome. He's my Green Lantern.
Nice.
He's basically supposed to be me if I was a Green Lantern.
Nice.
He's literally even called Green Lantern Mole.
Nice.
I thought so. He's got like longer hair, but unlike me, his is all slicked back. So I was like, he's in the police department. He's gonna slick it back more. But he's unlike the other ones that have like the longer sleeves. Is more your traditional look for those characters. His look is more. Oh, what's the name here? Sleeveless, and I've just posted pictures of them so they can see him. But there he is. He's got his green aura around him. He's got his green pants and stuff on. His tank top, his top with no sleeves. He's just there as a Green Lantern. Because for free, they give you the Green Lantern powers on the placed on the PS4 under the Plus section with a green aura for free if you've got Plus.
That's
And
cool.
you get some extra money and stuff. Oh, something else they've done, Jim, as well.
Yes.
On DCUO, you can use the in-game money to purchase unlimited funds in your bank, basically, or whatever it was. So you've got unlimited access to your money. I don't know if it was unlimited off. I don't know if it's unlimited offshore or what it was, but it gets rid of the money cap for 30 days.
Yeah, they've had that for quite a long time, because basically, depending on your level of your Fleet Premium, you have a cap of about $2,000 in your wallet, and any additional money you have goes into your escrow, so that will let you access your escrow, which for everybody just keeps building up and building up anytime you earn money while your wallet is full. So
Oh,
a lot
no,
of people.
this didn't look like the ones I got where I could use the money in the escrow. This looked like it got rid of the limitation period, which means you might be able to afford better armor.
Well, it's not the limitation per se. It's that you can use all the money in your escrow, so effectively you have unlimited money for that time frame. But it doesn't. It basically lets you access your escrow and use that as your wallet. Is basically what it does.
Yeah, see, I had one where I could take funds and withdraw like 100 into my thing from the escrow, and that's how that worked. This looks better than that one.
Okay, maybe it's a new one.
But they've also added Batman v Superman posters
Cool.
for the layer, Batman and Superman decals for clothing and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Also, I didn't. Like I said, I don't have all the ones from before this, but the last time I played, they were on episode 10, as I checked the list here. So it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start getting. I'm hoping if you didn't mind, since you don't play with anyone anymore, if you delete a few characters, I mean you can run through.
I'm downloading it again too, so.
Yeah, I can. I'll look into it and see what I can do.
Because I assume you wouldn't mind, because let's face it, if you're not playing it, what's the point of having the characters there?
True.
It's like when I went on the European one, I just deleted all my characters because I'm like, they've messed up the names and I want the slots to start again. Okay.
Alright, so basically the episodes are just the story part, and then the powers that formerly came with those DLC packs you just buy separately. Is that how that works now?
Yeah, and they've also added something called skimming.
Okay.
It's a new travel power
Interesting.
where you skim through the air.
Ah.
It's not flying, it's falling.
With style.
You'd say that. Hence I used that as an excuse to take a drink.
I figured you would.
But now, and now it's time for a catch-up. Speaking of Batman v Superman, it inspired the countdown of top 5 verse films
You
we'd
mean,
like to see.
You mean
Yeah,
topic,
not our catch-up.
Yeah, a topic. But like I said, it inspired the countdown of top 5 super verse films we wanted to see. Now it's the top 7. Now it's the top, as usual on this one, the top 7, and it's versus games we'd like to see.
Indeed.
Kicking us off first with that one will be Pew.
Alright, like, normal wider in no particular order whatsoever.
As organised as ever. It is just a treat to have you.
Okay, I thought like my childhood self would like this. A game where Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the Power Rangers. I think that'd be pretty fun. And this is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Just, to clarify.
That would be cool.
I would think that would be really cool.
Huh. I was expecting Power Rangers to be on the list, was not expecting it to be on yours.
Well, like,
surprisingly, I don't have Power Rangers on mine, surprisingly.
Well, like I said, this would be one for, like, my child version of myself, and also, in Mighty Morphin, because they're the awesome ones.
Mm-hmm.
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles Next Mutation actually did have a crossover episode with the Power Rangers in space, but that's not as good as what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about, like, like, they both happen to go to a city or something.
Yes. So many great fights start with people happening to go to cities or something.
No, I mean, like, in the same city. Like, maybe the Power Rangers went over to their city, or maybe the Turtles went over to...
It's New York! It's your city!
I'm not from New York City. Or maybe they went to, like, California, to stereotypical California city.
Angel Grove!
Yeah. So...
Like I said, it's a treat to have you. How informed you are on the topic.
She enhances the podcast so much.
She does, like,
that's what it is. It's basically like...
got loads of new Microsoft features, like 2.
It has like 3. Anyway, I just, because I knew it was called Angel Grove, but that's basically what it is, just like, hey, look at all the good things of California.
Yeah, fair enough. And over to Jim for his first verses then.
Okay,
What style game were you doing it in, Pew?
Oh, I was thinking of doing it in like I don't think it's 16-bit, but what was the one right after that? Unless it is 16-bit, I'm thinking of
17-bit.
the ones that was no, I mean okay. What was the one that was on kind of like the SNES, like that kind?
16.
I was 16. Okay, then I was like more like that. So I think that would suit the purpose as well.
I can agree, because then it would kind of be a crossover of the SNES Power Rangers game and like Turtles in Time, and that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I wasn't sure if she was doing it as a fighting game, a platformer, or what type of fighting game.
I was thinking more of a fighting game.
Traditional, like Street Fighter?
Sure, let's go with that. I mean, I don't know how to play that, but yeah. Other than button mashing, I mean properly like play it.
Over to Jim.
Hashtag disappointed ball.
I can't memorize shit. I don't care if it's a 3-button combination. I can't memorize it.
I can't memorize stuff in fighting games either. The only thing I know is that back B does Scorpion's get over here move in the SNES Mortal Kombat. That's the only
The get
one
over here move. How specific is that?
Or he shoots the rope out of his hand and impales the dude and pulls him over.
To be fair,
he goes, "Get over here!"
That is very specific, because it literally, like Jim said, when he fires the cable or the rope, whatever you want to call it, it's go over here as he pulls him. It's literally his most famous move.
Okay, I didn't know if they actually said it. It just sounds like a move where it brings a person closer to you.
It does. It makes him get over here.
Everybody knows that exactly. It's his most. That's why that's the only. I learned how to do that move years ago on the SNES, but that's even to date. I own what did I buy? I own Mortal Kombat on PS3 was the last one I bought, and today that's still. And that doesn't even work quite that way anymore. So I don't know any combos anymore. I'm terrible at fighting games. Except unless it's Injustice where they nerf the difficulty and make it really easy to win with button mashing. That I can play.
To be fair, Injustice is mainly won by pressing R1 at the right time.
What is R1?
It's a button on the controller on the top right.
No, I mean, like, what is the attack? Like, is it some kind of super or something?
It interacts with the environment, so it's like, oh, I'm going to smash a whale tank onto you, or, oh, now I'm just going to jump off the battle signal.
Or, oh, I'm gonna throw you backward into Doomsday, who's just conveniently positioned at the back of the Fortress of Solitude.
Yep.
Yeah, that is true. Although you know to admit, the finishers in that game are pretty cool.
So.
Okay. When they don't defy the laws of logic based on the arena.
No. Even the ones that break the rules of logic, some of them look cool. They look cool, but some of them are just like, oh, that was a little underwhelming. I mean, when I was Superman, I literally just knocked a guy into space, and you just threw a knife at him. Cool.
Valid.
If they go to space, can they at least make the Team Rocket like ding in the sky?
Nope, because Superman knocks him into space, flies up, and knocks him back down.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But we still need Jim's first one.
We do, and I will thank Mo for the suggestion on the first one that helped me out here. Everybody knows I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, so given the properties there, it would be cool if you were to take Kingdom Hearts and you were to twist that from Disney Final Fantasy characters working together into Disney versus Final Fantasy characters. I don't know exactly. I guess if you did it in the, played it like Kingdom Hearts, you could do it as a fighting game because all the characters could believably fight each other in Kingdom Hearts, so I could see that working as a fighting game. But I could also see it working if you did like a, who could get, like we can get through an area faster, like a little bit of platforming, or do it like, who can, more quickly defeat a group of enemies, arena style, stuff like that. So there's a lot of ways you could do it, but I can easily see the Disney characters and the Final Fantasy characters taking each other on in some kind of competition, given that they coexist so nicely in the Kingdom Hearts world.
Nice.
Indeed.
I will say my first one, my number 7, and yes, mine are in order of my least favourite to my favourite, because some of us are organised.
Yeah, mine are in order at least close to that.
It's a treat to have you, Jim. You're the best one from New York in this podcast.
Thank you.
Pew.
That's because I actually know I'm from New York City.
Yep, Pew, you are also here.
Yep.
You got a participation, but
There you go.
I'll put it with the others.
yeah. Even when you die, you'll just have a participation tombstone.
There you go.
Participate
with
in
this.
life. No, number 7. I've called this one Amiibo-verse. I'm at VS. Amiibo-verse. The idea is it's a free-to-play traditional fighting game done in the Pokken, Street Fighter, Tekken, or any of those types of games. That style fighter, traditional fighter, but the way you play it is you put your amiibo on the pad, and that's which character you unlock in the game.
That's cool. I like that
so
idea.
So the more amiibos you have, the more of the game you have. It encourages people to run out and buy more amiibos, which is cool. It'll encourage them to make more amiibos because I want to make more characters that will be extra fighters, which is cool. And yeah, it'd be cool to use them on a fighting game. It's not just Smash Brothers, but yeah, Amiibo-verse, because I like the idea of being like, okay, I'm going to put Mario on my pad, boom, and now go through the game as Mario in like a Pokken style or Tekken style, like boom, just actual brawling and fighting and stuff. It'd be cool. So, over to Pew for her next one.
It's funny, James had mentioned Kingdom Hearts, because I thought of a good one, mostly because they're like the same thing, one obviously being like better than the other, but I thought they could lend themselves at least to be together, is Kingdom Hearts and Bleach. Because they're basically like, Bleach is just a better version of Kingdom Hearts, and kind of, with the whole Heartless and shit. So I thought that would be cool. In the same style that the JRPG, or the anime, like that game we had where it had all the anime shows come together in like a fighting game.
I already knew which one you meant.
J-Star's Victory Versus?
Yeah, that.
I already knew which one. I was just letting her speak because it's funny that she just referred to that fighting game. The JRPG.
It was like that one,
Retro.
It was like all those fucking.
That's like saying, oh yeah, thanks for giving me a ride in your car. What's it called? Oh yeah, the bike.
I eventually got through it, or James got through it.
Eventually, Jim mentioned it, and you've probably already forgotten it.
No, but I thought that would be cool if like the Heartless and the Hollows, came together and stuff. At first, they start off fighting each other, and then they work through it. I think that'd be cool.
Nice. So over to Jim.
Okay. Well, moving on down the list. The next one, and this one is just kind of a straightforward. It's like, this would just be cool. I would like to see this. I was mentioning Injustice earlier and how I did enjoy that game, but I'll bet probably because it's playing, you don't have to memorize button controls because, as I said, I suck at fighting games. But I think it could be like an Injustice style game, but instead of something like we have, DC from the regular universe versus DC from this weird parallel universe where Superman kind of went nuts. Instead, do what we all would really like to do and have DC cross over with Marvel and have them just beat the shit out of each other in a fighting game because everybody ever would play that.
Nice.
I would play the shit out of that, in DC characters Injustice style, the Marvel characters like in Marvel vs. Capcom, while using different powers, it'd be awesome.
Nice. I have something very similar on my list later.
I figured you probably would, but... Okay.
I like that choice. How about Pew?
That's pretty cool. I have something similar.
Nice. My number 6 is, right now, there's a load of games that are pretty becoming Oh my god, it's contagious. No, I'm kidding. Let's not all act like Pew. Coming up, there's a series of games coming out like Battleborn and stuff where first-person MOBAs are becoming a thing.
Yep.
Transformers vs. G.I. Joe in a first-person MOBA.
There you go.
So, oh my god, I'm Optimus Prime. I'm shooting GI Joes, transforming and driving forward. But if you're GI Joes, you're getting in the vehicles, you're shooting them, and you're going with your troops and stuff in a very half first-person shooter, half MOBA. So it's like a very tactical game too. If like the Joes have to work together to beat formers, it'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That all the Joes get killed except The Rock and a bunch of characters we don't care about, and they have to go find Bruce Willis to save them.
Yeah. Unless, of course, we're talking about the Transformers, then, the ones we care about could die, and then we can get Optimus Prime. Let's not forget that franchise has done it too. But
and if the Joes kill Optimus Prime, does that count as him dying for our sins?
No.
Okay.
But over to Pew.
Okay. So this will be kind of weird, but Legend of Zelda using the Hyrule Warriors engine versus people from Fire Emblem, who are also like very interesting weapon wielding people.
That could be interesting.
There's specifically like all like the unique like fighting mechanics they had for all the different characters, and then I thought like who else could we team up? Wouldn't it be cool if it was other like swords people? And then that's my PC correct term, swords people.
Swords people.
So don't like like indiscriminate somebody. But yeah, like I would just love to see like friggin' like Link or something versus like I don't know Roy or Marth or something. So that'd be cool.
Nice. Like I said, yeah, that could be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Over to Jim then.
Why, thank you. Let's see. What's the next one I want to do? I'll do this one next. So I was thinking about this. I like to throw this as a versus within franchise. So I was thinking of something cool like this. And I'm basing this on the PS2 era because they haven't quite developed the current gen era enough to be able to make this game. But I'm thinking, take Grand Theft Auto, okay. And what if you did? And I was thinking it'd be cool if you did a versus where you as the player get to choose I guess gang would be the best, a gang to be with. And the gangs would represent the three major cities that we know in the GTA verse: Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas, or Los Santos, as the case might be. And basically the idea would be that the respective gangs are trying to expand to other parts of the country and are sending guys to go to one of the other cities to try to take out some of the other gangs and claim territory for their gang. And it would kind of be who can control the most territory in each of the different cities, having to go to other cities to defend your existing territory from time to time. Things like that. Kind of a strategy territorial versus game.
It sounds like GTA meets Saints Row.
I've not played Saints Row, but fair enough.
Like before it got all weird.
That was initially my thought, but I'm like, A, I haven't played Saints Row. B, if I put the GTA characters against Saints Row, the Saints Row people have superpowers at this point. I'm pretty sure GTA's going to lose.
But only have superpowers in the simulator.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like collecting all the districts and expanding their territory and stuff. That's what they do.
Well, GTA did in the original San Andreas game on PS2. GTA did the same thing, where you could go shoot some guys and have a gang war to take territory, and you wanted to control all the territory in the town. So.
Yep, but no, I wasn't correcting you, Pure. I was talking to Jim, and he's like, all the Saints have powers. I'm like, no, it's only in a simulator.
Yeah.
Outside, there's even a level where you play your naked self running around completely useless in a spaceship.
Ha.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, my next one, and I know Jim's about to cream his pants for this.
Uh-oh.
I call it Disney Magical Fighters.
Ooh.
A Smash Brothers game using Disney properties. Marvel, Star Wars, Disney. 3 different territory leaders, all in a Smash Brothers game. Like you can be Hulk, you could be Darth Vader, you could be Goofy. It would be amazing.
I'd love to see a matchup between those 3.
Yeah, with it being Smash Brothers, I don't give a shit that Hulk's the strongest one. Fucking Fantasia. No, Fantasia Mickey will just go and wave his wand and shoot shit at him, blast him flying.
Oh, I
Vader
was gonna say sentence him to washing, like, something with a
Darth
broom.
Vader's lightsaber won't be able to cut through him because it's a Smash Bros. Game, and I'm like, this is all okay, but because the reason Smash Bros. And I have got these Smash Bros. On my list twice for the similar reasons. They're just fun. They're not about which ones are accurate to the characters. They're just about fun, and that's why they. I think that'd be amazing. Disney's Magical Fighters. So you got like 3 factions of Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel all competing against each other with unique story modes and stuff. I think that'd be amazing.
That would be awesome.
amazing.
Yep. So over to Pew to try and top that. No.
Okay, well, I was thinking if, in some reality, and I think these could actually work, is if you had a combination of Wolfenstein, like the character from Wolfenstein, and also that weird dude, or just his head, from Doom. So it's like Wolfenstein and Doom together. Who has a bigger bro out, I guess.
What matters
With
is
all
you
their fucking guns.
What matters is you tried.
Yeah, that's what I imagine, because, you kill a bunch of shit in Wolfenstein and you kill a bunch of shit in Doom, so why don't you kill a bunch of shit together or against each other?
To be fair, if you're going to boil it down to that simplistic, you also kill a bunch of shit in Zelda.
I know, but you don't do it with fucking guns.
You never specified guns.
I said earlier they both had guns. But anyway, I thought that would be fun, because, just
That would
crazy, like, mayhem.
That could be. Do I keep hearing a phone?
Yeah.
My apologies. It's in the background. I'll mute.
Well, that's bad, because you're next. I wasn't sure whose phone that was, but...
That was mine. Sorry. My dad is testing the fax machine. My apologies. Anyway, I'm going next. My next one is actually based on a suggestion that you gave me, Mo, although I did something different with it.
I have to ask, your fax machine, is that just a machine where your dad presses a button and it's like, Abraham Lincoln once shot a man using just his own teeth as bullets? Fact.
Wouldn't that be like...
Yes, that's exactly what that is.
George Washington? Because if George Washington's got wooden teeth, they'd be replaceable, but I don't think, like, Abraham Lincoln had, like, replaceable teeth.
Yes, exactly. That's why when he only did it once. I didn't say he did it repeatedly, so he'd replace the teeth. It's just a fact.
Okay.
It's like it's also a fact that inside Abraham Lincoln's hat is the portal to the multiverse. Fact.
Holy
Fact.
shit, I never knew.
See? Fact machine.
I like this fact machine.
Fact machine.
Pine cones just make you invisible to cameras.
Oh my god. It's true. All this time, I thought you were just messing, but now it's true because it came out of the fact machine.
Yeah. Quick, Jim, activate it with your finger longer.
Ha!
But no, your thing, my bad.
Oh, great machine! No, but yeah, I modified it you gave me because I was thinking about it because, and in an unrelated suggestion, you had mentioned Evolve, and I was thinking about that, and I thought about that. I said, oh, you know what would be even better? What if we did a game that was like Evolve, where you could where you were the team members of different things, working together to take down monsters? What if instead of these generic guys that were, in Evolve there, what if instead of those generic, what are they, like Goliath or they're calling them? What if instead of those guys, you were fighting Godzilla monsters?
Nice, and they were called Ganju.
Kaiju.
Kaiju,
thank you. You're fighting kaiju.
I remembered it. I remembered something.
Yeah, like Godzilla and King Ghidorah and Mothra and all those guys.
Kaiju, yeah, that is right. Sorry, but yeah, they were fighting Kaiju, which, to be fair, Jim, Godzilla himself is a Kaiju.
Fair enough.
I believe.
Probably.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, basically evolve it with Kaiju instead of the generic monsters they gave us, so, I mean, basically, different environments. Obviously, okay, you're in a city, you're trying to take Godzilla down, using different things on him, or while there's in the air, so you're on top of a building trying to get him as he's flying around, or whatever. Like all kinds of different things. It could be awesome.
Nice. That would be pretty cool. And my number 4 is an M-rated first-person shooter based on something from 1995.
Oh boy.
Are you all intrigued?
Okay.
A one-shot comic, Punisher kills the Marvel Universe.
Yes.
Ah.
Deadpool DLC could come later if enough fanboys want it.
Good.
But
Good.
Punisher 1 came first. And I was
It
like, being Punisher, holding a gun and having to look around, there's like someone's like web zipping by. Like, oh shit, Spider-Man 2 and trying to actually kill Spider-Man in an M-rated game would be so messed up. It'd be so wonderful though. And I could see Punisher just being a wonderful advocate for that.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we have a great Punisher to advertise it. Daredevil Season 2 review coming soon.
Yep. So, over to you, Pickle Eater.
That's me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You who was saying to your cat, "You shall not take my pickles."
Well, it's an empty jar of pickles, so I just don't want them to spill the pickle juice everywhere.
It's an empty jar of pickles. It's just a jar.
But it has pickle juice in it.
So it's a jar of pickle juice. It's not an empty jar of pickles. It's a jar of pickle juice.
Yeah.
Either way, now that the pickles are gone, it's more flimsy and more susceptible to being knocked over. So that's why it needed to be moved.
Even if pickle was in it, it's still equally susceptible to being knocked over. It's not like the weight of one pickle in the jar is too much for your cat.
Hey, what if it was full of pickles though? Then it would be heavier.
Also, if there's no pickles under the jar, shouldn't you just dump out the pickle juice and throw in the jar away, or wash it out and use it for something else?
I had pickles earlier today.
She's gonna bath in it later, Jim. God.
Okay, sorry.
She's gonna wash her hair with it.
Ew, it's fucking gross. Anyway, so this is when I said that like, it was similar to your Marvel versus DC, because this is Justice League versus X-Men.
That would be awesome.
So I think that'd be cool, like specifically those two factions, like not like just all of Marvel or all of DC or something, just Justice League versus the X-Men. So.
Which is more powerful, Superman's heat vision or Cyclops' eye beams?
Yeah, or just, everybody fucking going to town. Or Wolverine's healing factor, and I don't know,
Yeah, Superman's flight, or Superman's invulnerability, or Superman's X-ray vision, or Superman's heat vision, or Superman's ice breath versus Toad's tongue. Ooh!
I don't think he's part of the X-Men, but I'd still allow him.
Yeah, he's joined temporarily before.
I think, oh cool, no.
But it's just funny, it's just because he's useless.
It's like that guy who can change channels with his eyeballs or whatever. Such a useless power.
You mean Joey?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's technically Phoebe.
I don't know. All I do is change channels. And maybe if he could do other stuff, that'd be cool.
I was
But
making a joke to a very specific scene of Friends where Monica's next door flicking a switch, and as she's doing it, it's turning the TV off in her old apartment. And Joey's there with Phoebe, and Phoebe thinks she's actually turning it off every time she blinks. It's like, look, I'm totally doing it.
That's amazing.
Pews are Phoebe.
Yes, that was mine.
Nice.
Over to the stash.
Uh-huh.
The man. The myth. The pedo.
No.
I gave you a good intro.
No, you didn't. Anyway, let's see. Which one should I do next? Okay, I'll do this one, because this one's kind of weird. This is a little bit out there.
If they're in order, like you had said earlier, number 3.
Right. So, going on to the next one here. This is going to be interesting. This will be a battle of thieves.
Who could steal the most? Like
not the
Sly
ones you would
Cooper?
think. And Sly Cooper is one of the properties. Very good.
And Uncharted.
No, not Uncharted. No.
And Pac-Man for stealing dots.
The game Thief.
No.
You
I'm
in
playing that.
Skyrim.
No. I'm playing that.
And Uncharted. And
Now, mind you, you'd have to have some kind of explanation for how these worlds are crossing over. Obviously, I'm not worried about that part. I'm worried about the actual gameplay.
Or Daisy for stealing my fucking Kleenex budget. Good God.
Like Daisy Duck? Like Daisy?
No! What's wrong with you? Daisy the princess.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I just thought of like Daisy Duck, like from Disney.
Yeah, don't make this weird. I was ejaculating into a princess in a Mario game.
I don't know why, but I just thought it had to be Daisy Duck, like the Disney character. Like there's no other way that could be anybody else.
Well, I will say, for the record, not that 3D Daisy that you kids know. No. I'm talking the original Game Boy Super Mario Land Daisy. Fuck yeah. If I squint, I can almost make out a figure.
Yeah, I think I actually prefer the duck one now because it's less weird. 'Cause at least they have like some female qualities, where that has like almost none.
Oh, a duck does have female qualities, especially if you follow people's Instagram where they're doing duck face. But over to Jim.
It was already over to me, and then you interrupted me.
Well, doubly over.
Anyway, as I was saying,
You also actually what you said was between thieves and you can't guess who, so we didn't interrupt. We were guessing because you said we wouldn't be able to guess.
I was right.
Well, yes, but to be fair,
I guessed one of them.
To be fair, don't say you wouldn't be able to guess unless you want us to guess. That's how that always works.
Fair enough. I didn't know there were rules.
And I did guess one of them.
But it's not rules, it's just that's like a social thing. If you say to someone, hey, you're never going to guess what I bought today, someone's always going to guess or try and guess because it's like a challenge.
But no, if we're talking about thieves here, I was thinking about this. Sly Cooper and Carmen Sandiego.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Now it's on.
Now I'm thinking about the last Sly Cooper game, which was Sly Cooper 4 Thieves in Time. I think Thieves in Time was number 4. And effectively, I was thinking this way. Carmen Sandiego has had Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, which I own for PC. It's over there in my disc holder. And I was thinking, okay, so Carmen Sandiego has gotten a chrono skimmer, which is what she usually uses to travel through time in those games. She stole it from Acme because their security's terrible. And basically, Carmen Sandiego's going through time, stealing valuable stuff, and basically screwing with history. And Sly Cooper and the gang are somehow recruited to number one because Carmen Sandiego, unlike Sly and the gang, is not an honorable crook. She doesn't care, and she's not a real thief. She used to work for Acme. She's not a real thief. So Sly and the gang are recruited to go steal the artifacts back from Carmen Sandiego. So it'd be a combination of going through historical time periods, or it'd still be that learning curve. You have to try to some kind of real world basis to explain why Sly Cooper and animals. Like I said, I don't know really how you would work that, but basically it's still that educational factor where you're learning about history. Because I always thought that was fun because I'm a nerd and I like history. But basically Sly Cooper to get in the past, you go through some historical stuff, talk to some people, and get some clues to try to track down where Carmen is hiding in the loot in the time period. Then once you get there, you'd have to go into Sly mode, break in, steal stuff, get to the end, fight one of Carmen's cronies that's a boss, and steal back that particular loot and put it in the right place, then go to the next one.
But did she ever actually steal anything? I just kind of thought she was like the female Waldo, where she just hides places and you have to find her, including time.
No, she steals stuff. Depending on the version you look at, in the game show version, her cronies would steal things and they have to get them back. In the Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego game that I have, she was running through time.
Didn't she used to steal monuments?
Yes, during the
Is that a thing?
back during Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, she stole like bridges and shit. Yeah, because she
How do
could
you
do that.
steal a bridge?
No, I meant like a monument pew. Like I remember. I don't know if it's the animate. I think it was the animated cartoon. I think, or it might be one of the games. She also used her stuff to steal like the Statue of Liberty and stuff.
How the
Yeah.
fuck do you steal the Statue of Liberty?
Well, I don't know. In the game show, it was just she
Ask
stole it. They didn't
David
explain it.
fucking Copperfield. Boom.
That too.
Just a magic bit.
Yeah, but I think in the game show they didn't really explain it. I think in the cartoon she had some kind of device where she could like scan it and it would basically like Brainiac digitize it into a file or something. I think she had that in the cartoon. Is how they
You've
explained
destroyed my
it.
entire perception of her. I always thought of her as the female Waldo, and now she's not.
That's usually a running joke because it's also about trying to find Carmen because she steals stuff, but she's also been hiding after stealing it, so you got to find her to get it back. But she also most famously in the Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego PC game, which, spoiler if you haven't played a game that came out 15, 20 years ago. She orchestrates this whole big thing of stealing things from different time periods in the past. Like, for example, she goes back to the time of William the Conqueror in England and steals the Domesday Book that tracked everybody in the kingdom, and they were going to get overthrown by a Saxon revolt, stuff like that. But the whole thing was an orchestration, so she could go through the whole thing to get through time and distract the Acme agent, so she could get to Acme and steal her own file that revealed that she used to be an Acme agent working for the good guys until she was too good at her job and she got bored and she decided it would be more fun to be a criminal.
Wow, that's really
Yes.
complicated.
I know. The whole thing was she could steal her own file because she was embarrassed that she used to be one of the good guys and was one of Acme's top agents before catching crooks became too easy, and she decided that a better challenge would be to go against Acme, so she became Carmen Sandiego.
Wouldn't it be less of a challenge because she no longer can catch herself?
True, but now she could go against the people who have been catching all the crooks that, would use techniques that she had, known or whatever, so it's, I don't know.
guess.
Yeah, and growing up, I did always think this is going to be a great film, and I was right one day when Hollywood cast the perfect Carmen Sandiego in Leonardo DiCaprio when Tom Hanks was trying to catch him. Brilliant.
Wait, was there a real Carmen Sandiego movie?
Not with Leonardo DiCaprio as Carmen Sandiego. I'm referencing the movie Catch Me If You Can.
Oh! Okay, I was like, what? I haven't seen that movie, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, well, spoiler, Leonardo DiCaprio is not Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fact.
I kind of was hoping to see like him dressed up as her now.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they made a Carmen Sandiego movie, but unfortunately it's just one of those things they never really got around to. Disney was actually going to make the movie at one point, but they never got around to finishing it, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, it's cool. They'll include her in Avengers.
What?
She'll be the villain of the next Avengers film.
That would be amazing.
Oh, and then apparently another company was gonna make the movie, and Jennifer Lopez was gonna play Carmen Sandiego.
Jennifer Lopez.
Indeed, but that was like 4 years ago, and I haven't made it yet, so I'm not gonna hold my breath for that movie to come out.
Nope. Same way I feel about my Alice film. I want
the one based on
American Mickey Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping for his director DVD stuff when it's meant to be coming, but I've seen nothing about it.
Oh.
I like that. But my next thing, and this is why mine was similar,
Okay.
Marvel vs. DC. Only, like I said, because I did recommend we put the type and stuff, I was very specific that this had to be a Smash Brothers game.
Ah.
Because I don't give a shit why Batman can punch the Hulk. Don't make bullshit excuses of, oh, well, he's just ejaculated Kryptonian cells all over his skin like Injustice did.
What?
Yeah, Injustice. Batman basically swallowed Superman's cum, and it gave him superpowers.
Batman sucked off Superman?
He didn't suck off Superman. Superman came into a cup, and Batman just downed it and won. Don't make this weird.
Still weird. It's still fucking weird.
That's not what happened. It was a kryptonite pill.
Yeah, they made pills out of Kryptonian DNA that basically allowed everybody to have the resiliency and to some level of strength of a Kryptonian, so that it would make sense that people could fight and hurt Superman.
Yeah, which, as I pointed out, is stupid, because the way Batman then fights is he throws batarangs at you. They're not Kryptonian batarangs.
Then he runs you over with his car.
Yeah,
he's
and you
throwing
get
him at a Kryptonian speed.
Yeah, but he's got
I
a car running at you, and Joker uses a rocket launcher, or Deathstroke uses a gun against Kryptonians, who are famous for being bulletproof. This doesn't make sense. Whereas I'm saying Smash Brothers.
It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. Batman punches Hulk, you're like, that's funny. That's cool, I will accept this. Superman gets completely wasted by fucking Spider-Man in a single punch without having to resort to Lex Luthor basically dosing his webbing in red sun ray.
Yeah.
That's a thing. That actually happened. The reason, basically, Lex coated
What's red sun
Spider-Man's...
ray?
Like I said, basically he coated Spider-Man's suit in red sunlight, so Spider-Man could then hurt Superman, and the two of them had actually one of the best fights in comic history.
How did they cross over exactly? Was there a dimensional tear or something?
Kryptonite?
No, Superman just showed up one day in New York. I was like, oh, hi, Spider-Man. It was a different time. We didn't have to overly explain it with different parallel universes. People were just happy to see the two of them together.
Is red sunlight different than red kryptonite?
No, red sunlight's different to yellow sunlight like we have, because under a red sun, Superman has no powers. Under a yellow sun, he is God.
But it's different than red kryptonite.
Yeah, the kryptonites are all different types of... Kryptonite is a piece of the planet Krypton. All kryptonite is from the planet Krypton. It just happens to have particular radiation from the planet, and the different radiations do different things to Superman. Whereas sunlight is light literally coming from a star. In our case, our star in our solar system, the sun, is a yellow star, and that yellow sun energy, when absorbed by Superman's Kryptonian cells, gives him incredible superpowers and makes him God. Whereas Krypton, the planet itself, had a red star, which those are legitimate types of stars, red and yellow. You can search that in an astronomy book. And the red star, Kryptonians were just normal people like you and me.
So the webbing glowed red.
Well, like I said, it was more the web and stuff like I said, it's more his suit, which was already red. And it's more, you wouldn't really notice if you douse something in light, but it was a stupid explanation, Pew, from way back, just so Spider-Man could hurt Superman. Like I said, it doesn't matter, the fight was cool. It shouldn't have happened, but it looked cool. But my point was, with this, if it doesn't need to make sense, and Injustice tried to make sense, and in doing so made less fucking sense than if they hadn't bothered.
Mm-hmm. Now I just want to see Thor run into. I want to see Thor take Mjolnir and run into that fight, and sing Mjolnir. But you shall face the mightiest hammer of all. Swing it down, miss. Harley Quinn is just standing over him, just mallets him in the face.
Yeah, exactly. It's something like that on Smash Bros. You could easily do it, and you could do them in cutscenes and just take the piss.
It would be awesome.
Like, imagine Deadpool meeting Harley Quinn.
Oh my!
In the middle of the story mode. Imagine what will happen.
Knowing the two of them, they'll start fucking.
Especially if they do the levels. Like, and this is how I imagine the levels would be done on this.
Okay.
Like the PlayStation All-Stars one.
Where they're based on the arenas and to turn into another arena?
Yeah, so say like it's Harley Quinn's arena, and boom, Deadpool would interrupt her in the arena. The arenas would tell stories too for characters who couldn't quite make it into the game.
That'd be awesome.
So yeah, Marvel v DC Smash Brothers game.
I would play that.
Back to Pew.
Alright.
Did you say the Big Mac versus the burger in Cooking Mama?
Oh, actually, I did have Cooking Mama on here. Cooking Mama versus Gordon Ramsay's Cooking Simulator, where it's kind of like a good cop, bad cop thing, where he swears at you and calls you a useless fuck for cooking, but then it's like, don't worry, Mama will fix it. Or maybe if you're really good.
No, the correct Cooking Mama game is always Cooking Mama Zombie Edition, where
Is that a
she's
thing?
teaching you how to cook human flesh.
It's not a thing. But yeah, so I thought it'd be
Yeah,
cool.
said
Mama.
So I thought it'd be cool if you had like a good cop, bad cop kind of thing going when cooking.
That could be cool.
That sounds like fun.
Then over to Jim.
Okay. Wow. My number 2, and this
Here.
number 2. But this one kind of, I was trying to think of a way to cross over because you knew I was going to put Jack and Daxter on this list somewhere. That was inevitable.
You don't know Jack.
Ha! I see what you did there. But no, I was thinking about how this would be interesting as a combination of things.
You were thinking Evolve, but instead of like a normal kaiju, it's the legendary purple dragon. Instead of the 4 other people, it's Jack, Daxter, Ratchet, and Clank.
No, that's clever though.
But now that's all you're thinking.
That's clever, except that Spyro would have to be a much different character to be big enough and intimidating enough and asshole enough to want to kill them all. But
He could be a giant Skylander now.
Skylander. Anyway. But no, what I was thinking of an interesting combination of things would be Jack and Daxter meeting Portal. Because think about this. Imagine we know that there's a big magic as of Jak 2 there was a big magic plot convenience teleporter ring. So in Jak and Daxter. So all we have to do is say through some weird events GLaDOS came through that thing and so I managed to gain control of Haven City and all the automatic guns and the AI and the machines in the city and basically started turning the whole thing into a whole series of puzzle things. And Jak and Daxter have to run through using their Jak has his morph gun that can shoot different things because there would still be like enemies in the rooms and things, and you have to clear the enemies and then solve the puzzles. So you'd have your morph gun, which would have a portal gun attachment that Jak would find, and then between him and Daxter would have to run through and try to get to GLaDOS to save Haven City and their respective friends who were lost somewhere in the labyrinth of puzzle rooms. And the thing that would make that amazing is GLaDOS's deadpan dialogue. And her spewing all that out and just Daxter's reactions to it all. Because that would just be hilarious.
That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I'm sorry, it turns out the cake was a lie. Why would you lie about cake? Let me tell you, lady, you got some problems. That'd be hilarious. Just for the dialogue alone.
Okay, that would be pretty fun.
Plus the combination of having Jak could fight off enemies in the rooms, you could have all the different types of eco from Jak 1 be used in the way they were supposed to be used and not just as, oh, we're referring to this as a thing that's basically a replacement for gasoline in these games. As of Jak 2 onward, we're having, okay, the green eco's always been healthy. Okay, use blue eco to move fast over certain things. Use the red eco to be stronger to lift heavier cubes to move them around. The yellow eco to shoot buttons and stuff. It'd be awesome.
And when do you get to use your cool GTA powers?
I don't know. There could be a level where like Jack's trying to escape and he manages to get on a zoomer and you have to drive the zoomer around and like avoid GLaDOS trying to close panels and things on you trying to cut you off and the tracks forming as you drive it.
I also love that idea of just when do you get to use your GTA powers? Because as we all know, Jim absolutely loved it when Jak and Daxter turned into GTA.
It was pretty cool, and that's why I used Haven City, which is the city from the GTA version.
Yeah, but I know you at one point you hated the Jak and Daxter when it turned.
I did.
One of the Jak games you hated, the gun staff shit.
Yeah, that was the last game. That was after all that shit.
Yeah, that was one of the ones people said was more GTA.
Not really. That one was more gunship combat and things. The two GTA style, the big GTA style game was Jak 2. Because that was the one where you went from, platforming in this peaceful to, now you're in a dark and gritty city where you've been experimented on and have a weird dark Hulk thing you turn into and everybody in town is an asshole and you can go work for people at your will.
Yeah, I heard the other one was also similar to that, just because of the sheer amount of like like you said, like gun stuff. So you had more shooting and stuff like that. And I heard it was a natural evolution.
Well, Jack has had a morph gun since Jack 2, and he actually had more features in Jack 2 than Jack 3, I think. The gun stab was just a weird alternation to the weapon, which I didn't totally understand. But yeah, the thing about the weird thing was that it really wasn't that much, because the Jack and Daxter: The Lost Frontier, 2/3 of the game was skyship combat and upgrading and moving your skyship. There was hardly any platforming or stuff on the ground, really. There was some platforming levels now and again, but it was also just to collect more shit to upgrade the gunship to keep going and do stuff with the gunship. That's why I didn't like it.
It's funny you should mention that with my next pick.
Mhm. Well, I like that idea. I like that idea. I like your Jack and Daxter meets Portal.
Hmm.
So,
Back to Mole.
yep, back to me. My number 2 is 2 games. Street Fighter cross Mortal Kombat cross Street Fighter.
Yeah.
That needs to happen. Street
Pretty
Fighter cross
much.
Mortal Kombat, because imagine playing as a Mortal Kombat character with decent fighting mechanics. Huh? Like, imagine playing a Scorpion in a game with great controls and more depth for Street Fighter. And I know there's people out there that prefer Mortal Kombat. I really just prefer the gameplay of Street Fighter, and I think that would be really interesting to see what they do with them. But on the flip side, go over to Mortal Kombat making Street Fighter at the same time when you go over to their made game, and what the fuck will M. Bison do as a fatality? What would Akuma's fatality be? These are things I want to know. And I think that'd make a good crossover.
That would make very good.
So, yeah, over to Pew for her final one.
Okay, so this one's kind of silly, but I kind of would like it still. Okay, so how many of you like Top Gun? You know? That
Top
awesome
Gear.
game?
Fucking yeah, before they added
Top
Joey
Gun.
and the ginger cunt.
Top Gun, you know? Like,
Oh, Top Gear.
No, oh, sorry, never heard of it. No, I'm kidding. I've heard of Top Gun. I just love to make Top Gear
Okay.
jokes.
so now imagine that with Fox McCloud. Yeah! Not only do you have to fight space battles, but you also have to land planes. So I just thought it'd be whole cool with the whole thing, you know? Both like in outer space and the planets and in our world, so that'd be cool.
Our world. I think I've been there.
You know, like Earth, whatever.
Oh, Earth, whatever. I don't know which one that is in the DC multiverse. Let's see, Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth whatever, Earth 4.
That's the Earth I originally came from before I got stuck on this planet.
Yeah,
I came from Earth,
whatever.
whatever.
Oh, so now over to Jim.
Alrighty.
For his Uno.
My
Uno.
numero uno.
It's Uno 1.
My uno uno.
11?
I speak great Spanish, yo.
You do. But yes, my number one on here, because I would just, they go together so well. Even though in this fight we both know who would win, because it's kind of obvious. But, you know, and none of it hasn't been done on the internet a bunch of times before and this and that, but I want to see a legitimate, if we can get the companies together, I want to see a legitimate game. I want to see Lara Croft and Nathan Drake go head to head to see who could raid, ancient sites and steal shit better. You know, it's like a challenge. They both find out about this, both find out about an ancient a temple or something. Oh, there's an artifact, and they're like, they both want to get the stuff that's inside it. So they both go and you can play as either or, going through to try to get through and steal the stuff, and you'll occasionally cross paths in the temple, and whatnot, and they'll still be fighting goons off and whatnot, and who can get in, and you'll be see rated on who can get in quickest, who can dispatch the enemies with the most ease and the most like style points, your ammo usage, your gadget usage, all that kind of stuff. It'd be awesome.
Which sidekick has the most snarky humor? Haha.
That too.
Lara's better.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I said. We know Lara Croft would win, but it would still be fun to play.
She should win. We all know Nathan Drake probably would, because PlayStation would throw shitloads of money at Square Enix to make sure that Nathan Drake would.
Well, it depends on the version of
fingers
Lara,
at
because the current version of Lara is just kind of starting on her adventures and things. So this current version of Lara, as of Rise of the, I played Tomb Raider Deluxe Edition, haven't played Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I understand it's not that much different. So this kind of Lara, it'd be close.
To be fair, Rise of the Tomb Raider is different, but yeah, this one, when she started off in the normal Tomb Raider, she was still a better character, and she still seemed better at a lot of stuff than Nathan Drake.
Fair enough.
She even hunted and lived off the land.
She did. That was pretty cool. I did like that.
I'm all in it for the Sully.
Sully's fun. That's the other thing. Because the other thing is, as soon as they ran into each other, Sully would start hitting on her.
Exactly, man. All up in the silver fox,
Good times. Good times.
Let's not sexualize Lara Croft. Her new design design goes against that.
Mm-hmm. True.
I'm sexualizing other people.
You're sexualizing Jim.
Ew, gross.
And I
Why
won't
would you ever do that? You here do not condone sexualizing Jim on the Expound?
She's just upset because she can't get anyone to sexualize her.
Yep.
That's a lie.
Sure it is. That's why last time you tried, you got abandoned at a convention in New York City.
Hey, I get so many fucking messages all the time.
Yep, yep. Last time she went on a date with someone, they abandoned her in New York, and the funny thing was, she was in Boston at the time.
Oh, fuck off! You're such a dick. Why? Why do you have to do that?
But my number one. This was going to be obviously on my list. Sonic vs. Mario. However, not at the Olympics, before someone says that. This is going to be a platforming game.
They can't go to the Olympics. There wouldn't be room for them while Alien vs. Predator are playing.
Yeah. But like we said, Sonic v Mario, not at the Olympics like they always do, because we had a rule that we could do something that's already been if you change the genre.
Mm-hmm.
This is platforming game, and the way I see it is sort of like, and this is a slight spoiler for Batman v Superman, but sort of like what Lex did, where he tricked Batman and Superman into fighting. Or more importantly, like Eggman's done with Knuckles, God knows how many times. I could totally see like Eggman or Bowser or both tricking Mario and Sonic into being each other's enemies. So it's like a platforming game. But when as you're going through, you go through like say Sonic's story, and as you go through it, Mario's a boss here and there. You go through Mario, Sonic's a boss here and there, and at the end, you play through with both of them teamed up, like Invincible Mario and Super Sonic running side by side to beat Eggman and Bowser once and for all. It'd be fucking awesome.
Nice.
It's funny
Is it bad that now I'm just picturing Bowser and his little flying facey upside down helicopter thingy, and then it's the robotic flying one with his face on it?
What you mean is you're picturing Bowser in his clown copter or clown car.
Yeah, he comes in his clown copter, and the robotic's like, I can do better, and he comes in with the clown copter, but it's his face on it instead of a clown face.
Yeah, he's had his face on stuff before. I love his.
He puts his face on everything. Everything looks like him that he built. That's the
I
joke.
was actually just thinking how both their enemies are gingers. You know?
That's true. That's true. Exchangers have no souls.
Yeah. Although I will also say as well, did you ever see the Sonic game where you kept running into Eggman and every time you kept beating him, he'd blow up and die? And because it wasn't Eggman. It was his robots in the story that he was sending to do his own. Like he was putting his robots into his own little flyer.
Ah.
And I was like, that's kind of genius. He's not even going to get his hands dirty with this one. He's like, nope, I'm pretty sure I got this.
Yeah.
Spoiler, he ain't got this. But no, I was your host this one, aka the Mole. And before we go, we will read through our lists one more time.
Oh, God.
From bottom to top, starting with Pew.
Okay, so I had my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Wolfenstein versus Doom, the Cooking Mama versus Gordon Ramsay, Cooking Simulator, Legend of Zelda versus Fire Emblem, Fox McCloud versus Top Gun, Justice League versus X-Men, and Bleach versus Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, that wasn't even the order you read them in, which is even more impressive, but over to Jim.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I know it wasn't in the order because I didn't list them in the order that I read them. Or wrote them.
I didn't read them in the order in which I read them. What?
Because I wrote them. I didn't read them in the order that I wrote them.
Okay,
Which
Jim,
is still in no particular order.
Jim, can you make sense with yours?
I could try. So number 7 was Kingdom Hearts versus Final Fantasy. Number 6 was DC versus Marvel in a fighting game. Number 5 was Grand Theft Auto Free For All, claiming territory and representative of one city and the other cities. Territory claiming gang war game. Let's see. So 4 would be my Evolve type game with soldiers taking on Godzilla and other kaiju. Number 3 was my Sly Cooper versus Carmen Sandiego time traveling save history theft game. Number 2 was Portal vs. Jak and Daxter for the sake of GLaDOS vs. Daxter dialogue, among other things. And number 1 was Tomb Raider vs. Uncharted in a who can better steal shit from an ancient ruins game. The answer is Lara Croft.
And mine was, number 7 was an Amiibo free-to-play traditional fighting game. 6, Transformers vs. G.I. Joe in a first-person MOBA. 5, Disney Magical Fighters of Smash Brothers from Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney together. 4, Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe, M-rated first-person shooter based on the 1995 comic Deadpool DLC, optional.
Yes!
Number 3, Marvel vs. DC, Smash Brothers game. Number 2, Street Fighter Cross Mortal Kombat Cross Street Fighter. But number 1, Sonic vs. Mario platformer. So, they were our top 7. Or they were our 7 that we listed today. If you've got more you'd like to see, please leave a comment below. If you feel, or if you have any strong opinions about our lists, leave them below. And join us next week, and hopefully Jim's here again next week.
Hopefully I am. We'll find out.
Yep.
Yay!
See ya.